Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. If you're new, then I'm glad that you found me. You're in the right place. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John Clayton. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic, and I've been clean and sober since February 21st, 2021. January 24th. From isolation to connection. Our disease isolated us, hostile, resentful, self-centered, and self-seeking. We cut ourselves off from the outside world. Basic text, page 3 to 4. Addiction is an isolating disease, closing us off from society, family, and self. We hid, we lied, we scorned the lives we saw others living, surely beyond our grasp. Worst of all, we told ourselves there was nothing wrong with us, even though we knew we were desperately ill. Our connection with the world and with reality itself was severed. Our lives lost meaning, and we withdrew further and further from reality. The NA program is designed especially for people like us. It helps reconnect us to the life we were meant to live, drawing us out of isolation. We stop lying to ourselves about our condition. We admit to the powerlessness and the unmanageability of our lives. We develop faith that our lives can improve, that recovery is possible, and that happiness is not permanently beyond our grasp. We get honest, we stop hiding, we show up and tell the truth no matter what. And as we do, we establish the ties that connect our individual lives to the larger life around us. We addicts need not live lives of isolation. The 12 steps can restore our connection to life and living if we work them. Just for today, I am part of the life around me. I will practice my program to strengthen my connection to my world. Yeah, that's a good reading. That's sort of what I feel like that I'm going through right now is, you know, trying to either establish or reestablish a connection to the world around me because, you know, I spent such a lifetime in the drug scene that, you know, I never once thought in my wildest dreams that one day I would look at my life and be like, what the hell? How is it that I'm 53 years old and I feel like I'm ignorant to life itself? And since I wasn't really living life, and now that I'm trying to figure out who I am and what I'm about, it's gotten a lot tougher because now that I realize how much I've missed out in my own life, as well as missed out on things going on in other people's lives, that nowadays I'm just trying to figure out what's what and what potentially should be the next right move on my behalf, to better myself. And me doing these YouTube channels, me doing these YouTube channels is one way of trying to get myself out there. As I'm learning more and more every day on different ways of trying to edit my videos anything that I can do that will make it more of my creativity rather than it seeming like, you know, AI is just doing the work for me because, you know, I kind of, sometimes I kind of wish that was the case, but I can honestly say that, you know, I never thought that it would be so hard trying to apply my imagination on a daily basis, you know. It's different than when I was a kid. You know, when I was a kid, you know, make believing and you know making things up. You know, it was all fun and it was all about being a kid. You know, today, you know, people do it all the time and make a living at it. You know, and I don't know. I feel like I know what I'm trying to say, but it's I'm losing losing the points or the principle that I was trying to get at. But anywho, thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate every one of you. It'd be awesome if you would hit like and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to I'd love help to increase the size of my community. And one day when I do manage to finally get my YouTube channels monetized, if that becomes a possible thing, I mean, I'm sure it will in time. I just gotta meet the right credentials. But I mean, the extra money that I make, I'm just going to be putting back into the channels to help make them better and more engaging. And you know, one way to make some extra cash is to invest what cash you make. So, but first I gotta make some. Anyway, thank you again. If nobody's told you today that they love you, well, I love you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.